Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I've had my side skirts and my front lip on for a week now, and now it's the weekend where I have some more time. I'm going to be painting them gloss black. So everything's held up really well, haven't had any issues with them, so I'll be showing you just taking them off real quick and cleaning and then the painting process. Some people had asked in my install video about dirt or anything in between, and I'll go ahead and show this here. There's a little bit at the very end, and then along it there's some little bit of spots here. Like I said, car's been going a week, it's rained, and I haven't washed it, so I'm curious too if I would have washed the car if it would have taken all of that away. And as for the front lip here, don't really see any dirt. I did want to point out though that I did use the factory, or I guess the washers that came with it, and they're already pretty worn out. Let me find one here. This is a good one, or should I say bad one. You can already tell it's already rusting, so I'll be probably replacing those, but the screws that I bought look like they're just out of the box. Yeah, you can see there's some rust. So I'm going to be cleaning these off and starting up the paint. Now that I've let everything dry, I'm going to put on the first coat. This is gloss protective enamel. I tried the Krylon Fusion for plastic on my headlights, and it didn't work, and this stuff worked the best, so this is what I'm going to be using. Now I'm going to be doing the second coat on it. It's been about 30 minutes. Still looks like it's wet to the touch, but dry enough for another layer. Okay, so I actually did 5 coats on it. Maybe a little bit of overkill, but like I said, I want to make sure there's a good layer on it. So paint's dry to the touch now, and I'm going to be applying the clear coat. So that's for now. This is what it's looking like, and has a real nice gloss to it. So I'm all finished up now. This took way longer than expected because for some reason the clear coat went on perfect except for right here. After I applied it, I went inside, waited about an hour, came back out, and this whole piece here was just bubbled, and I kind of moved my finger on it and it peeled it all the way to the base. So Not sure what happened there, since everything turned out really well except for this one spot. I don't know if maybe for some reason it was a little bit thicker there, but it's taken a while to get it all just kind of stripped off and then repainted. It kind of stunk because you can't rush it, you just have to wait. So as for now, everything's painted, and I do have some new 3M tape I'm going to put on the inside of the side skirts, and I'll be installing them back on the car. Now I have that side done. I'm going to wait till the end to show you everything. I was going to state for those gaps, I did end up buying some black door stripping. I put it on there and it works really good to cover any gap that you have. To give you a good idea of what I was talking about, the trim, you can see how I've fit that door weather stripping around there. So I finally finished everything up here. Here's a look at the side skirt, which the side skirts I had no issues with. Then as you can see here, there's not a gap. I had put a little bit of the door weather stripping there as well. And then I put new 3M tape right around here, and I actually had to double lay it since it was thin, but it's holding this really well against the side now, where before it kind of had a little bit of a gap which would have spread eventually, but now it looks like a solid piece to the car. Now let's take a look at the front bumper. This was the spot here where I had the issue. Everything's looking pretty good now. You may be able to see, yeah, just kind of right there is where I had to put the new paint on. So it left a little bit of a lip, but it's not noticeable. Here's the front, just coming around. The end here may look a little bit more shinier. It's because it hasn't set. This is set even out in the sun, maybe about 6 hours, while that has only been on there about 3. This turned out really well. I'll bring the light and show you a better angle of this other side here. This is the lip here with a little bit more light on it. I'm really liking how it has a gloss on it compared to that kind of matte finish that it came with. And even so, that it's kind of an uneven color, so it really didn't seem right without putting like tire shine on it or some sort of product on it, which I knew would hurt the properties of it over time, as well as just a pain to keep up with. So here's this side skirt. All this turned out really well. It should have only been about a 4 or 5 hour project, but it turned out to be all day just because I had to wait during the coats for the part that I was fixing. And again, I put some 3M on here and really got it to seal tight. So overall, this is really cool and really pleased with it. And as always, be sure to like and subscribe. I know this is just with some lights in the garage, so I'll be probably having a follow-up video here soon and being able to show just the whole car and the light during the daytime. So also, happy driving and enjoy.